It's been so long since you smiled. Tell me where you left an empty child. Oh, let's have a feast on those who least expected this. The time is now, I swear we won't regret it. Won't regret it. Yeah, we sleep there under stars in the shelter of the dark. Addicted.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Glen circuit for round number 6 of the RedBull SuperCar Tour. As the RedBull drivers are back in action, as Mark Casacci and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. starts 1 and 2 in the front row. Once again, those two side by side, they were the ones to battle it out last round at the Clark International Speedway, and they start just the way they finished from last round. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., he was already here this race weekend. It was his first driver to appear here this race weekend, as he had IndyCar duty to go ahead and do, and Fitzwater had a decent race, finished 7th in the IndyCar race here at the Glen, but he'll be looking for something, of course, higher than that here in today's race. So coming into the round of Watkins Glen, Casey Nonico is still your points leader, 6 points over Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Raymond Fisher. Those guys are 1 and 2 in the standings, and there's Mark Casacci and Zane Davidson, who are 4th and 5th in the standings. Here's your commands to get this race on the way.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there they are, the sweet sound of the engines firing up on these drivers, and everyone now going to roll off the grid. And it looks like everyone does get started. So this isn't your normal Watkins Glen circuit. Usually the Cup drivers and the NASCAR, they usually do the shorter version of the track, but this time these Red Bull drivers will be doing the boot for this track. So the full circuit here at Watkins Glen, it's the first time in the NORLA League that we'll be doing the full circuit for Watkins Glen. Anyways, pace car down pit road. Mark Casacci, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 1 and 2 as we're green. Smooth sailing full race leader Mark Casacci in a corner number 1. He's looking for his 2nd straight win. Carter Joey did not have a good round at the Clark International Speedway. He currently settles into 2nd right now. Fitzwater's going to settle to 3rd. And how about Zachary DeLello running up there in 4th? And now here comes Carter Joey in the 23 for second, or for the lead, as they move into the bus stop turn here. Side by side for 2nd. Look at the run Fitzwater got in that got out of the S's really clean right there, and Fitzwater shoots up into the 2nd position, and here they go now down on the boot for the first time here in the NORLA League, side by side for Jonathan Scull and actually that's John Sizemore in the 11, as DeLello goes side by side with him. But out front is still Mark Casacci, and looking for his 2nd win straight here, trying to join Casey Nonico to be the only 2 drivers with multiple wins. Fitzwater Sr. hasn't won in a while. He's running 2nd, putting the pressure all over that 38. John on board with Fitzwater said he felt really good coming into this race here. Very frustrated after the IndyCar race here at the Glen. He's hoping for better results here, as he's kind of putting the pressure right now on Mark Casacci in the 38. These two have been battling. Has battled so many times on the racetrack here, and not only in the Red Bull Series but over on the IndyCar Series as well. They are competitors also over on the Cup side, so 2 friendly drivers going head to head here, as Mark Casacci leads lap number 1 of 9 right here. Zane Davidson in the 29, as he's moving up the order. He's going to go by Benyako right there, now going by Zachary DeLello in the 33. And these guys coming through one of the fastest parts of this track, through the S's. And this was a big problem spot for the IndyCar drivers, and looks like these guys are going to get through it pretty clean here, much unlike the open wheel race. And here Fitzwater trying to make a move. Doesn't really have a big of a run just yet, but he's all over the back bumper of the 38. Looks like those last few corners Fitzwater got in and out of them better than the 38 did. Both drivers really decent on the road courses. Most of their cup wins have come from a road course. Right rare from the 38. This will not be the last time that we'll see these two drivers on this track. As I've mentioned before, they do compete in the cup competition, and the cup drivers, they still have to come here to Watkins Glen. And everyone looks like a single file here all through the racetrack. And Zachary DeLello kind of fell back a ton right there for the 33. Was 5th last time by, but he just fell now down to believe that is the 7th position. Meanwhile, Marcus Sacchi still trying to hold off the 17 of Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Fitzwater finished 2nd to Sacchi last round. He's currently running 2nd right now to Marcus Sacchi once again. And Casey Nanako having a phenomenal run right there in the third. Oh, not Casey Nanako. Carter Joey having a phenomenal run right there in the 3rd position. And it looks like everyone's still pretty much single file. Whoa, car sideways. That's Tyler Fontaine. Looks like he got really loose off of corner number 1 right there. Close call for the 7. Couple of teammates right here in Ram I don't even know how to pronounce that. And then furthermore, Utz, 2 teammates currently battling right here. Nose to tail. Here comes Utz now trying to get a position from his teammate as he goes through the bus stop turn. A real critical part of the track right here, and this corner as well. The car could slip up at any moment and you can lose the grip on the vehicle, so no mistakes so far by anyone. As we head back up front, it's still Marcus Sacchi leading over Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 2 road course ringers leading the way here for these other drivers. Once again, Carter Joey, who wrecked out the last round, a really bad wreck into a non-safe barrier wall, currently running in the 3rd position. After last round, he fell down the order and is currently dead last in the standings. Lost 3 positions, Joey did, after the clock race. Yeah, as it looks like he has a real fast car, but Fitzwater still trying to close the gap, still looking for some way to try and get around the 38 of Marcus Sacchi. They go down the front stretch to complete lap number 3. Coming through halfway past the race here as we ride on board shotgun for, with Carter Joey, who's watching the battle between Fitzwater and Marcus Sacchi. Definitely wouldn't count out the 23. He could definitely pull off an upset here and get past both those drivers instead of him, but he's going to have to try and beat some of the best on the road course. And that's Fitzwater and Marcus Sacchi. As we go through one more time, everyone's still pretty much single file. Side by side right here. Schmidt Peterson, Mark Owens, side by side. And then the 2 teammates up in front of them you see as well. And looks like 14 is going to get the position from the 70 right here, side by side. Once again, 2 teammates, and doesn't look like 21 got a good run right there. Furthermore, Ott says he's now on the 5 from Nathan Ormond in the 80. Couple of Benz machines right there, running side by side. More battle behind, back here in the back of the pack, more than up front. That's up front. They're still pretty much single files, led by Marcus Sacchi in the 38. But we're going to take a quick commercial break here at Watkins Glen. You're watching the RedBull series. We'll be back. Welcome back to Watkins Glen here in the Americas. As most of these drivers still running single file, you have not missed much. As when they come around this time, as they go through the S's, next time by will be 2 laps to go. These drivers, looks like there's 2 different parks racing here. And here comes Zachary Fitzwater Sr. now, peeking for the race lead. Sacchi quickly cuts him off right there, and Fitzwater looks like he was trying to make a move for the race lead, but wasn't able to get there. But he's still right there behind Marcus Sacchi in the 38. Fitzwater kind of put a bit of a gap between him and the 23 of Carter Joey, but Fitzwater all over the back bumper of Marcus Sacchi in that 38, not let him out of the sight. As they're less than a car length that separate those 2 drivers. They've both pulled the gap right now on Carter Joey in the 23. Yeah, Fitzwater just looking for the right time. Marcus Sacchi drove it a bit wider that time by. Now here comes Zachary Fitzwater Sr. down to the inside. He's there, side by side for the race lead. Fitzwater's going to have the preferred line going down into this corner. He has about a half a car length lead. Marcus Sachi, he's now going to have the preferred line in this final corner right here. Sachi drives it in there, and he's going to continue to hold the lead. And Marcus Sachi once again coming to the line with 2 laps to go. He holds the lead. And that allowed Carter Joey in the 23 to catch up to the race leaders. Now it's a 3-car battle for the race win. Fitzwater putting the pressure on Marcus Sachi, maybe trying to do what they do over in the stock car series, and that's do a little bump and run. Fitzwater trying to get a run from the outside. Not going to get there. Great showing by these road course ringers right here. Carter Joey, he's not much further behind than Sachi, or than Fitzwater is to Sachi, as he's now joining this battle for the race lead. He pulled a gap on the 11 of John Sizemore, his teammate. And now it's a 3-car race for this win with about a lap and a half to go here at Watkins Glen. Marcus Sachi trying to join Casey Nanako in getting 2 wins this season consecutively. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. drove it a bit lower that time by. He needs to time it right if he's going to get by that 38 who's really fast. Both drivers look like they're pretty even here, but Fitzwater just can't seem to find a way to get around him. Sachi a bit loose right there out of that corner. And that's allowing Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to just stick to that back bumper of the 38. Can't count out the 23 as well. He's lost a bit of a gap off after that last corner, it seems. And into the final corner now. Still a car length lead over Zachary Fitzwater Sr. As Marcus Sachi in the 38 is going to take the white flag here at Watkins Glen. 1 to go. Into corner number 1. Fitzwater drove it in there deep. He got a better corner that time by just a little bit. Carter Joey looked like he got a really good corner that time by too. This is a really fast part of the track. You can get plenty of speed coming into this corner here. Normally the Cup drivers, this would have been a shorter race, but here comes Fitzwater. Looks like he's peaking once again. Into the bus stop. Fitzwater drives it in there. He got a better run that time than the 38. Fitzwater, you can see in the corners he's running just a little bit lower, trying to get by the 38, trying to get a bit of ground on him. Fitzwater has kind of pulled away from Carter Joey, and right there Fitzwater got a better corner, a much better corner for the 17. Fitzwater once again running a little bit lower. Will he put the bumper to Marcus Sachi? Sachi cuts him off. Fitzwater's even closer than ever. Here he comes side by side for the race lead. Fitzwater's going to have the preferred line, but Marcus Sachi slips up just a little bit. Fitzwater still side by side. Sachi with the preferred line now. Fitzwater, can he make it stick? He does just a little bit, and he got a better corner. He got a better drive off that time by. They sit still side by side. Fitzwater trying to hang it in there. He's going to have the preferred line in this final corner. Out of the final corner of Watkins Glen, Fitzwater with the race lead. And Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is going to win it. Fitzwater Sr. with a last lap pass on Marcus Sachi is going to get the win. What a finish, my goodness, mate. Fitzwater with a last lap pass on the 38 of Marcus Sachi, only by a car length. And that has got to be the finish, the closest finish here in the Red Bull Series. And Zachary Fitzwater Sr. gets redemption. Last week at Clark, it was Marcus Sachi who beat Fitzwater. This time it's the other way around, as Zachary Fitzwater Sr. gets his second win here in the Red Bull Series. And look at the distance. A job well done by both drivers, and not only because Fitzwater got the win, but because they raced each other clean, and they didn't even touch not once. But how about that? The crowd going wild for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. And he'll get a chance to do it again here at Watkins Glen, as the Cup drivers will be coming here to the Glen as well later on in their season. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. with this win may be the new points leader. He's going to come down here, and just like Eli Bright did in the Pro Court IndyCar Series, Fitzwater's going to burn it down right in front of the grandstands. But career win number 2 for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is going to come here at Watkins Glen. battling for a championship here. Not only in this series, but over in the Proco IndyCar series and the Cup series as well. So all three series that Fitzwater's in, he's battling for a championship. What a finish right there. A job well done by those two drivers. And definitely going to be two drivers to look out for the rest of the season. Congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater Sr. on getting redemption. If you remember, he was battling for the lead in the IndyCar series, but ended up getting wrecked and finished 7th in that race. This must be sweet for the 17 of Fitzwater Sr. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get you down to the standings after the round of Watkins Glen. And we'll see you guys for the next race, which should be over at Denver.